What's up Reds, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a massive story surrounding Bruno Fernandes after he officially joined Premier League royalty by equaling the all-time single-season assist record, and the reaction from legendary former Arsenal FC striker, Thierry Henry has completely shocked the football world. But before we dive into exactly what Henry said about Bruno Fernandes, we need to talk about the dramatic clash between Manchester United and Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford, because this game had everything. An emotional farewell for Casemiro, a brilliant performance from Elliot Anderson, a rare goal from Luke Shaw, another huge contribution from Bruyne, and of course, another masterclass from Bruno Fernandes himself. Now if you want to catch it all, make sure you stay locked in till the end, and also do well to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Manchester United came into this game knowing victory would secure third place in the Premier League, and under Michael Carrick the confidence around Old Trafford was already building. But before kickoff, emotions were high because this was expected to be Casemiro's final home appearance for Manchester United. When his name was announced before the match, Old Trafford rose to its feet. The Brazilian midfielder received a standing ovation from the fans, with supporters applauding everything he has contributed since arriving from Real Madrid CF. It was one of those emotional football moments that reminded everybody how respected Casemiro still is despite all the changes happening at the club. And let me ask you this Reds, where does Casemiro rank among Manchester United's best midfielders of the post-Ferguson era? Because once the match started, United exploded into life almost immediately. Just 5 minutes into the game, Luke Shaw gave Manchester United the lead with a brilliant finish after Nottingham Forest failed to properly clear Bruno Fernandes' delivery into the box. Shaw brought the ball down beautifully before drilling it low into the corner to send Old Trafford into absolute chaos. And here's what made the moment even more special. That was Luke Shaw's first Premier League goal for Manchester United in more than 3 years. A massive moment for the defender after everything he has battled through with injuries over recent seasons. United continued pushing forward after the opener, and honestly, they should have been out of sight before half-time. Bruyne in particular was causing problems all afternoon with his movement and pace, but the Cameroonian forward missed several huge opportunities. At one point he even struck the near post after rounding the goalkeeper. But despite the missed chances, one thing stood out: his mentality. He kept making runs, kept demanding the ball, kept attacking the Forest defense. And eventually, that persistence paid off later in the game. Meanwhile, Nottingham Forest were dangerous on the counter-attack, and one player who kept standing out was Elliot Anderson. The midfielder delivered an outstanding performance at Old Trafford, and honestly Reds, after watching him in this game, it became very clear why Manchester United reportedly admire him so much. His passing was sharp, his energy was relentless, his decision-making under pressure was excellent. And most importantly, he directly influenced both Nottingham Forest goals. Early in the second half, Forest equalized when Anderson delivered a dangerous cross that Morata headed home to make it 1-1. Suddenly the atmosphere inside Old Trafford changed completely. Forest grew in confidence while United looked nervous defensively. But to their credit, Manchester United responded quickly. Just 2 minutes later, Matheus Cunha restored United's lead after a controversial build-up involving Bruyne, with VAR eventually allowing the goal to stand despite Forest protests over a possible handball. The drama inside Old Trafford was unbelievable at this point. Then came the moment everybody was waiting for. In the 76th minute, Bruno Fernandes whipped a brilliant cross into the box and Bruyne finally got his reward, delicately finishing to make it 3-1 for Manchester United. Old Trafford erupted once again, but this goal meant even more because that assist officially gave Bruno Fernandes his 20th Premier League assist of the season, equaling the all-time single-season Premier League record. And that is where history was made. Now Reds, let's put this into perspective because this is elite company Bruno Fernandes has entered. The first player to ever record 20 assists in a single Premier League season was Thierry Henry during the 2002-2003 campaign for Arsenal. Henry was not just a striker. He was one of the greatest footballers the Premier League has ever seen, combining goals, creativity, speed, and technical brilliance in a way defenders simply could not handle. Years later, Kevin De Bruyne matched that same record during the 2019-20th season for Manchester City FC under Pep Guardiola, producing one of the greatest creative midfield campaigns English football has ever witnessed. And now, Bruno Fernandes has joined them. Think about that for a second, Reds. Bruno Fernandes, Thierry Henry, Kevin De Bruyne, same record, same history books, and this is where Thierry Henry's reaction completely stunned football fans. According to reports after the match, Henry praised Bruno Fernandes heavily and suggested that what the Portuguese midfielder is achieving at Manchester United may actually deserve even more respect because of the pressure and instability surrounding the club compared to the dominant systems Arsenal and Manchester City had during those record-breaking seasons. Henry reportedly said that people focus too much on statistics without recognizing the conditions Bruno Fernandes is performing under week after week. And honestly, Reds, that statement says everything. Because Bruno Fernandes has carried Manchester United through difficult periods, managerial changes, criticism, tactical instability, and inconsistent finishing around him, yet he still continues producing goals and assists at an elite level. In fact, many fans after this match were saying Bruno could easily have had even more assists if United had finished more of the chances he created today. He was absolutely everywhere against Nottingham Forest. Creating chances, controlling the tempo, leading the press, driving the team forward, this was another captain's performance. But let me ask you this, Reds, has Bruno Fernandes finally proven that he belongs among the greatest creators in Premier League history? Because matching Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne is not normal. That is football immortality, and the scary thing is, Bruno still has one more Premier League game left this season against Brighton, meaning he could still break the record outright. Imagine that, a Manchester United player holding the greatest assist record in Premier League history. That would be unbelievable. By the final whistle, Manchester United had secured a dramatic 3-2 victory over Nottingham Forest, officially locking in third place in the Premier League and continuing the incredible momentum under Michael Carrick. Now, Reds, I want your honest opinions in the comments. Where do you rank Bruno Fernandes among the greatest Premier League midfielders ever? Should Manchester United seriously move for Elliot Anderson after that performance? And how emotional was Casemiro's Old Trafford farewell for you? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want to catch all the latest Manchester United updates, make sure you stay locked in till the end, and also do well to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is Super Red Devils, and trust me, Reds, the drama at Manchester United never stops.